Day 4, homeless winter survival. So I'm just outside of Doncaster at the moment, just north of Doncaster, and I've come over this little bridge and there's a big industrial area on the left hand side which I've come into, and then it started to rain, and then I find this shelter. It's all very amateur set up around here. So where I am, I was just on the very outskirts of Doncaster. I'm probably only a mile from the centre. There's a well, the sign on the front said commercial roofing business, and the gates were wide open, and I saw lots of pallets of tiles, and I thought I should be able to find somewhere there, so I just rode in on my bike. The door was open, I didn't see anyone, and I've come around the back and I'm in a covered shed that looks like it's a concrete saw, so it looks like it's where they cut tiles, I'm assuming roof tiles. So I'll put this wood up as well, just to create a windshield, because there was a bit of a breeze coming through. I've got my foam mat here under the table. It's actually quite now I've stopped the wind coming in, the draft. It's a load better. It really is a load better. So I'm just going to set up my sleep system and get my poncho on, and I've got some chicken breast that I'm going to cook up. Just going to fry it up in some coconut oil, and I'm going to eat that just so I've got some protein in me. I've eaten quite well today though. When I'm cooked that up, I'll tell you. I'll come back to you and tell you what it was that I've actually eaten today. But I've done quite well. I really have. Right, let's get this done. Oh, I can use the gloves. This is my second attempt at stopping tonight. The first attempt was didn't go as planned, so I carried on coming a little bit further, and I would have been doing it a lot sooner too, but I had a I had a righteous moment trying to saving a swan. I did start to film it, but then the swan made a dick of me, so I what I thought was a swan. In fact, I've got a little bit of the footage. I might stick it in actually. If I do decide to share it, it will be just here. I think this swan is trapped in the ice. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. I need to think about this. I need to find some stuff to get out on the lake and get this swan free. So I'll just turn you off a moment. Okay, so I've got some fencing here from a building site. I've got 2 panels of it. So I'm going to disconnect them both, disconnect them from each other, and use it to distribute my weight So put one on, crawl on, slide the other one in front of me, crawl on that, slide that one around. I reckon I'll be alright. Hope I don't fall in because it's not the time of the day to get cold. I can't believe there's no one actually helping. I don't know how long the poor fella's been here.
Are you going to go out onto ice?
I'll try. Hopefully I don't get wet. How deep is this lake, you know?
There, not really.
Where does it start to get deep?
Just past that swan, I'd say, or just about the swan area.
Yeah.
Maybe you should lay down on it, she said. You sure it's one stuck?
Yeah, look at it. I see the track is built. The track.
What are you doing?
But if not, then I came across what I thought was a swan trapped in a frozen lake. So I made good to go out and bash the ice from it to free it, but it didn't quite work out that way. Like I say, if I decide to put it in, I'll put it in now. Oh. So it put me off from helping though. If I see it again, I will do exactly the same thing. And then my second attempt at stopping, there is two attempts at stopping, actually this is my third. I came across a nice wooded area, several miles back up towards train tracks. Look at the dust. Should have found a broom. Yeah, the second attempt turned out to be an abandoned festival site, which still had a marquee there. And I thought, cracker, marquee might be a good shout. Okay, this is all very weird. I've just come through a sort of a field that looks like it may have had some sort of festival or something at one stage. And now I'm coming upon a marquee, but it's half fallen down and covered in leaves. It's like a deserted festival. Let's go and have a look. But when I went up to investigate the marquee, I was a bit put off by what I found. I'm not going to go into it in detail, but let's just say there was a lot of discarded hard hats and gas masks. So I turned around quick smart and left that spot and decided to get to Doncaster. I don't need to go into detail. If I mention those two items, hard hats and gas masks, I'm sure you know what type of event was going on in the marquee that is now abandoned, and had been for, I'd say it's probably a good 6 months. Had a good 6 months of growth around it. I find with these inflatable mattresses, just the camping ones, if I have one knee and an elbow and then stop inflating it when you get the change of pitch, it's just enough, because you never want to blow them up as far as they can go. You want that little bit of give, and I find the knee and an elbow just to the pitch change of the pump is enough to just give you a bit of nice squishiness. And I don't know if some of you know this, but I put you see that, yeah? There's a very thin thermal mat on top of my air mat, and that just stops it. I find it very hard to explain this, but it just adds another layer of comfort to what is, you know, pretty comfortable anyway, but that just evens out the comfort of the mat. It just gives you, yeah, it does a good job though, that. I do need in there though. It's my only wild piece of clothing, this. It's got colour to it. Artificial colour. I'm more of an earthy tone man, unless you haven't noticed. I was just looking at my map there. I was trying to work out how many miles Nottingham. If you're familiar with Nottingham, that's where I've come from. I was in Wakefield this morning, but I got the train from Wakefield to Nottingham so I could make Doncaster. And I did. Quite pleased with that. Right. Let's get some. Let's change out of these clothes first. Jacket anyway. So apparently this is a buffalo system jacket. More pleased with that. I just wish somebody could tell me an easy way of putting it on. Because with the fleece lining, I can imagine it's how Houdini felt trying to get out the straitjacket. Once it's on and positioned right, she's nice. Real cosy. Even though I've just heard the main gate close before I started recording again. It was like a slide along big metal gate with these big chunky padlocks on, and I'm pretty sure I just heard it go across, but I still can't bring myself to be wary, you know, having the antennae up still. It's quite disheartening when you've sort of semi-set up your spot and then you get discovered. I would have liked to have stayed in that woodland, but with what I saw, not with what I saw the remnants of in that marquee. That would not have a very good vibe, that place. Actually, I'm near the I've got the roof lining just up here, and I can see either snow or rain coming in. I might have to move over a bit. I'll see how I go. Ooh, the mic. What went on there? There's a lot of silence in this one. I know what I did with it. I remember now. So this is what happens when you lack slightly in the organisation department. Apple cider vinegar. Excuse me. I think I'll cook it all, but I may not eat it all. I might save some for breakfast. It's going to be easier to carry cooked chicken, I think. Transport cooked chicken than the raw chicken from now. Hope you don't mind the silence. This is a lot of memory storage though, that's the only issue. Forgot to mention to you guys, I brought a friend with me on this trip. A friend that's been with me many years. Would you like to meet my companion on the road? He's somebody I can talk to, tell my troubles to. He's very good at listening, he is. I'll show you. Come and meet little Ted. That there is little Ted. Very original name is that, little Ted. I even made him his little denim one piece. Who can guess how long I've had little Ted with me? They look quite nice. I see the body like an engine. It's what you put into it, and it decides how it runs. Out here in the cold, the junk type of food slows you down. Your mood drops, your energy drops, and everything feels heavier. I can attest to that. So I stick to simple food most of the time. Real food. Stuff I can recognise and cook anywhere. Like this chicken. Salt it, pepper it, heat it, and it's done. And when you're homeless in winter, complexity is the enemy. The more steps it takes, the more it drains you. Simple food, it's easy to prepare, it's easy to digest, and it just keeps your head clear. Eating well is one of the few things I can actually control. If I take care of that, the rest falls a little easier. Good fuel, clear head, better decisions.